my first question to you is, are you an edge or are you middle? We're talking brownies, people. Today we're making brownie brittle, which is basically the entire brownie edge. So there's no chewy middle, it's just the crispy, yummy, chocolatey bits. Hi, I'm Carolyn, and this is the Chili Bakes Gluten-Free Podcast and YouTube channel, and today we're making gluten-free brownie brittle that's studded with big, semi-sweet chocolate chips. I don't know if they're even called chips, and Reese's peanut butter pieces. Of course, you could add any candy you want, and it's going to be the most delicious bake, and so simple, and so good. Just as a snack or with ice cream, it's going to be great. Let's get to baking. This is a really simple bake. As far as ingredients and equipment goes, you do need a 11 by 17 inch pan, sometimes called a jelly roll. It's like a cookie sheet with a little bit of a lip, because obviously you don't want the brownie batter to go over the sides. Also need parchment paper to get it off. It's going to stick horribly if not. And then I like to tack down the parchment paper. I didn't have a wide enough piece, so I doubled it up. And then I made a fold, and then you use a little butter. It sticks. Sticks. Let's hope it sticks. And then that's kind of it. Hand mixer, but most of you bakers have a hand mixer. You could do the eggs and sugar by hand. It'll take a little longer. Whatever candy you want. We're using Reese's Pieces. Oh my gosh, they're so good. And this is just good chocolate chips. Yum. Whatever kind you want. I like Guittard or Ghirardelli. Ghirardelli has a special place in my heart. And these are delicious, but they're dangerous because you'll want to eat them all. And that's it for special ingredient and equipment. Kind of all you need. Here are the dry ingredients. We have a cup of cup-for-cup multipurpose flour. We have a teaspoon of sweet rice flour. Half a teaspoon of salt. And a quarter teaspoon of baking soda. And a quick whisk. And there's your dry. I'm going to start the wet ingredients by melting 6 tablespoons of butter. So it's there's 8 tablespoons. Is that right? 2, 4, 6. Yeah, there's 8 in a stick of butter. So you take out 2, and we're going to melt this in a microwave-safe bowl. Here's my mostly melted butter in the microwave. I don't know, it took 30 seconds. And then I'm going to add chocolate. A cup of, semi-sweet chocolate chips. And this is the way I'm going to melt my chocolate. You could use a double boiler, but honestly, I don't want to deal with that. So what I do is I microwave the butter first, so it's nice and warm, and then I just put this whole mixture in the microwave for about a few seconds at a time, and then I just keep whisking it till it's smooth. I'm going to do that and show you what I have. So it's melted. I kept whisking it periodically, and look how nice and smooth that is. We're going to let that cool slightly, and we made sure all the chips were incorporated in there. This is one way I melt chocolate. I melt it with butter. The butter's already warm. It helps the chocolate melt without getting too hot. Microwaves can heat really concentratedly in one area, so you need to make sure you mix and heat and mix in small increments, but it doesn't take very long at all. Yay. And on to the egg mixture. Hey guys, thanks again for joining me in my kitchen and hanging out with me for my gluten-free bakes. I'm so grateful to have you here. Always happy to bake with you, for you, show you all kinds of cool stuff, and hopefully you get some recipes you haven't tried before, or get the confidence you need to try baking your own gluten-free, because you can do it, and it'll be amazing. It'll be so much better than the stuff you buy in the store. Anyway, thank you. I just want to show my appreciation to you, and if you're enjoying the channel, if you want to like and subscribe, drop me a comment, show me pictures of your bakes. I'd be so honored and super excited to see what you're up to. So thanks again. I really appreciate having you here. Continuing on with the wet, we're beating 3 large eggs with a cup of granulated sugar and about a teaspoon of vanilla. You don't have to measure it. I mean, you can. And we're going to beat this till it gets to ribbon stage, which means that I think, I read this somewhere, you could write the word O-L-E, Olay, in a ribbon and it stays before it disappears. So we'll see about that. Okay, Okay, so I'm gonna keep beating off camera because this will take a little while. They'll continue to get thicker and fluffier and lighter colored. And then I'm gonna show you that. All right, well, I didn't quite get to make a ribbon that you could write with, but it's pretty thick. I think it's thick enough for brownie batter. Butter, brittle, dang it. Melted chocolate goes in. Chocolate and butter. And we're gonna mix this in. Great. And now, in goes the flour. We're just going to gently mix in the flour, the mixture. All right, and then we're going to stir in the chips as well. Here's semi-sweet, I don't know what they call these. These are like flat and wide. They were kind of cool. I just thought I'd try them. About a cup. And then I have some Reese's Pieces, because yes to all the Reese's Pieces. About 2/3 of a cup. You can add more, add less. It's up to you. And we're just gently going to stir them in. There we go. And there's our brownie batter. All right, let's spread these in the pan. The point is to get them thin. In order to have brownie brittle, it has to cook enough to get brittle. Oh my gosh, it doesn't want to come out. So, whatever tool you think, I like a spatula, just spread it out thinly. And I'm going to go in one direction. Okay. And then the other direction, because I have two pieces of parchment. Yeah. This may be fun. Oh gosh. Okay, this is not hard. It just takes a little patience. Those of you who've baked with me before know I'm lacking in patience. I'm going to take this off camera and finish doing this. All right, that took a couple minutes, but it wasn't too bad. You could always use a damp hand if you have some weird areas that won't get into. It shouldn't stick to a damp or buttered hand, and then you can just smooth it out. And then you kind of have it to the edges. It doesn't have to be perfect because you're going to break it up anyway. But the other thing I'm going to do is put some of these on top because it'll look much prettier. And we always want it to look pretty, right? Whoa. So we're just going to add a smattering of these on top. And maybe a couple of these dudes. Yeah. Okay, maybe I put too much candy. Is that a thing? I'm not sure. But let's get a yellow one. Alrighty. These are going into the oven. We're shooting for about 40 minutes, but always check a little early. In they go. And then all you do is break it up. And it breaks into these nice crisp brownie pieces here. So we just keep breaking this up. And you have a really crisp brownie that's studded with Reese's and big chocolate chips. Look at that thing. Okay. Let's check out this beautiful bake. I have a piece here. I don't want to ruin my stack that I'm still going to take pictures of. Anyway, it's super crispy. It is definitely like the brownie edge, but it's dotted with Reese's Pieces, I think, and big chunks of that dark chocolate chips. Really good. Nice crisp. Like the edge of a brownie. Really good with the Reese's peanut butter cups. Can't talk. And the big chocolate chips. Of course, I didn't get a bite with one of the chips, but it is delicious. So good with ice cream, like coffee ice cream or vanilla. Vanilla beans, always good. If you're an edged brownie person, this is what you want to eat. It's all edge, all crisp, super good. Really good. It's a lighter chocolate. I'd like to make some ultra chocolate brownie brittle because this is really good. But I think I would like to try it like uber chocolatey. But this is really delicious. I think you would enjoy making it. It's so simple. And you get to put whatever stir-ins you want. What else was I going to say? Oh, thanks for joining me on the podcast and the YouTube channel. I hope you enjoyed this bake as much as I did and learned something new. The next bake is November 1st. I'm making toffee cheesecake, which, oh my gosh, I love toffee and I love cheesecake. Really, how could you go wrong with toffee and cheesecake? So it's going to be incredible, phenomenal, super rich, but super delicious, like a perfect holiday dessert. You know, you will have people beating down your door to get pieces of this stuff. It's so good. And you can make a cheesecake. It is not hard. There's a few tips and tricks that help you do it. Anyway, thanks for hanging out with me in the kitchen. Until meantime, you can find me all those Instagram-y, TikTok-y type places. And thanks so much for being here. I really appreciate it. And until next time, eat something gluten-free, bake something gluten-free, and then eat it.